Hi Doctor Who fans, welcome to another video, and I know it's been not that long since my last one with the third Doctor Untitled set, but I've got hold of the fourth Doctor set, or the 70th set, and the 12th Doctor set, so I thought I'd do another video on these two. Now, starting off with the 12th Doctor set, as you can see, we have the Missy, the 12th Doctor, and Bill. Now, I'll start off with Bill, as this is a new figure altogether. As you can see here, it is based on one of her other designs, including laces on her right shoe, or technically her left, and none on here, which I do like the detail on added. The hair I quite like. I do love the detail. It does look like it's doesn't look as good when it's in the packaging, but when you take it out, it is actually quite good detail. I do quite like that. And of course, we've seen this design a few times in the series. And it's good that they've finally done a Bill figure. There is another Bill figure being released by Amazon later in the year. So be aware of that. Overall, I do like the detail. It's nice that they've finally done, one design of her. Obviously, sometimes it did take quite a while for some figures to be released. And, overall, I do quite like the detail, as you can see. I do like the jean effect as well. Quite like that they've added like a bit of a rough effect on it as well. I didn't want to. Sometimes I don't like seeing plain trousers, especially when they're not like that in the series. So it's good they added that detail. Overall, it is a really good figure. Face is actually quite good, actually. No unusual features that sometimes we've seen. Overall, I do quite like the figure, and I would recommend that you get it. And I would recommend that you pay the retail price for the set, not eBay prices. Oh. Unfortunately, Missy just killed Bill, and let's get on to Missy. And Missy will probably remind you of the black dress version with no hat. Of course, it's now the fourth release of Missy, one in a similar outfit already with a hat, with obviously a different kind of face. Also, a red dress version and a black dress version. So we have basically 4 Missies in total. Overall, I do quite like the detail. I do find the face a bit unusual, mainly the smile. But overall, I do like the eyeshadow bit as well. I do love that added detail as well. I love the added detail because sometimes I don't like just the plain features. So I do like that they've added that. Overall, it's a really good design, but I suppose in the end, it is very similar to that of the previous Missy release figures. Overall, it's not too bad, and I do quite like it, and obviously it has her high heels on. Overall, it's not too bad. I do quite like the detail on the side of the coat. But, it's still a nice figure nevertheless. And here we have the 12th Doctor figure, or 13th, or whichever one you want to call it, I suppose. And in the red velvet coat. And at the moment, this is actually my favourite release of the 12th Doctor. I actually really like this actual coat design. I didn't actually expect to actually like this. As much as I have. I do have the purple version from the original release a few years ago. But because the others never took an interest, but this one I actually quite like a lot. It's actually quite a surprisingly good design. I do love the detail, especially it's not got much of a raised eyebrow as before, so it's not too bad. Overall, I do like the hair detail, as you can see here. It matches actually Peter Capaldi's quite well. All the the wavy hair and everything. So I actually do quite like that a lot. So obviously I always like one for added detail. Overall, the waistcoat at the back has the crease lines as well, which I always appreciate because obviously coats are never just plain straight. Even added time for the silver on the belt as well, which again more detail, which I always appreciate. And I suppose for a B&M figure, because they're sort of technically bargain releases, they are quite good. But overall, I actually do quite like this figure. Surprisingly, it's nicer than you probably think. Again, I'd recommend the set, but try and get it from B&M, not eBay. There will be more available, just so you know. Now on to the 1970s set. Obviously 1970s because the Auton, this figure was only ever seen in the 3rd Doctor John Pertwee era. And obviously the set comes with the 4th Doctor, so I suppose compromise it's the 70s set. They have done an Auton figure before, but in a darker shade of blue. They seem to have gone with more of a glossy grey this time around. I don't remember. I did watch Spearheads on Space yesterday, actually. and I don't actually remember a grey suited Auton. All of them were pretty much the I suppose blue overalls blue. But overall, it's still good detail. I do like the effect quite a lot, especially the eyes as well. I do find this one actually better than the Eagle Moss one for some reason. It's not, don't often actually say that. I do love they've done the weaponized hand instead. I'm sure some of you probably remember from the Enemies of the Third Doctor set, the original Auton came with swappable hands, so with a normal hand like that, plus the armed hand. Overall, quite a good figure. I do like the glossy effect, and again, I love the again more crease marks as well from where the belt is. I suppose it's still quite a simple figure, but it still has good presence. And on to Brigadier, and I'm sure if a lot of you collect the classic figures, you've probably seen that they've actually never done the Brigadier in the khaki uniform. There has been 2 previous releases of the Brigadier in the I suppose the standard military green uniform. One with his coat on, and one with sort of like a jumper, I think. But overall, this is actually the first khaki version. This is more of the early Brigadier kind of uniform. And it's actually quite nice. I do actually quite like the detail. I'm sure a lot of you have probably commented that it's Captain Jack's body, because I suppose if you put it side by side with the Auton, does look similar-ish. Overall, I do like the medals bit here. I do like again the detail. Overall, it's quite good. It has obviously the regimental markings on from I suppose what rank he is. Unit badge on the side. Obviously, it doesn't have unit written on because that would be really, really tiny. Overall, it's actually quite a good figure. And actually, this is one of my favourite Brigadier designs. I do have the green military uniform versions, but I do actually like the khaki version more. I think this uniform suits him better. Reminds me of Unit that bit more. Overall, it's actually quite a nice figure, as you can see from the back. But overall, I quite like it. Now on to the 4th Doctor, and this obviously is the 4th Doctor from the Towns of Weng Chiang, which is the early Tom Baker episode. And I do like the coat. I really actually do like the coat. We obviously have not had this version before, so it's quite nice to have actually done a whole new version altogether. And I do love the detail with all the colourful crosses on the back from obviously the material, and obviously the face is a bit more of a sterner face. I'm sure a lot of you probably remember that the original 4th Doctor figure had a very, very big smile on him. And I do like how they've added the gloves on as well, apart from using just the main human hand. I actually do quite like this figure. And you can see it has a very similar hair to Bill-ish. But overall, I actually quite like this figure. I do like the detail. And, again, for a B&M figure, which is supposed to be a bargain store, it's actually quite a good figure. And, I am quite pleased with how it actually turned out. It's I do like the added detail. And it's good to have a Doctor figure that's more different than the others. As you've seen, we've probably had quite a few similar releases, such as with the coat and everything. So this one, I suppose, is the more unusual 4th Doctor figure that we've seen probably since the 4th Doctor in K9, where he had the regeneration outfit as such. But overall, I hope you like my review, and let me know if you've actually managed to get hold of any of the B&M figures. I know they've been, let's say, disappearing fast from shelves. Obviously, if you want to try and find these figures, I'll recommend that you ring your local B&M before you actually travel to double check. Some reserve them, some don't. Some are one per customers, some aren't. So it's very hit and miss. So it's hard to actually advise you. So for one of my YouTube followers out there, obviously, this is what I'd recommend. And I hope you enjoyed my video, and I will come back with more videos very soon. And if you have any questions about these figures or the B&M sets overall, then please comment below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.